Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Happy weekday. I'm Sean from Sean's Shave Den. That's my YouTube channel. And today is going to be a head shave. And it's not any new soap. I did the review on it on a face shave over the weekend, or on Monday, really. It's going to be Cold River Soap Works Schapenmelk, which I have pressed into my Captain's Choice bowl over here. And the brush that I'm going to be using today is going to be, which I've already got the soap lathered up in the bowl. As you can see, it's spilling out. Is going to be my Razorock F400 brush. It's I think a 30 millimeter knot, perfect for head shaving, a lot of surface area. And the razor that I'm going to be using is my second most great DE razor for shaving the head, which is my Karve with the B plate, the brass edition. So without further ado, let me wet the head and I will get started with the first pass. Let me wet the head and start lathering up on my head, or painting the lather on, really. It's already pretty much lathered, but head shaves are always the messiest shaves out of all of them. I will say this, especially if you're lathering on your head, it gets everywhere. Down your back, all over your shoulders. But that's the beauty of shaving. I don't mind getting a little lather all over the place here. So we just, yesterday, Hurricane Dorian just passed by us, barely, over here in Puerto Rico, but they hit some of my friends over in St. Thomas and St. Croix, and we're getting a little bit of remnants, like little rain showers here and there today. So I hear it's supposed to go up to Florida. I believe it either Miami or Jacksonville, or up that whole east side of Florida, essentially, from what I'm hearing. So God bless all you guys out there. I know how it feels to have a hurricane barreling down at you. So be careful, guys. All my Florida peeps. I know, it's kind of corny saying peeps for me. But I wish you guys all the best. If they tell you to evacuate, please evacuate. Don't give the first responders any more people to go after during that time frame. In my opinion, it's the stupidest thing. If they evacuate, you should definitely get out of there. I would if I could on this island, but unfortunately I live on an island and we're not able to evacuate, really. And St. Thomas didn't really get too much of a warning that it was going up to a Hurricane Cat 1. I think they got 84 mile per hour winds with gusts of 111 miles per hour. So let's get started. This is the first pass. Like I said, I like to split my head into different quadrants. So I usually do the sides, and then I'll do the top, and then do the side, top, and then the back of the head. Really, whatever you feel comfortable with. So sort of with the grain here. I have about 6 or 7 days worth of growth. I haven't shaved my head in a while. So it's getting pretty long, but, well, as long as a bald man can get here. But this razor is going right through it. So I'm doing the back of my head, going down, and in the little nook, if you could see that, I kind of go that way. That helps me get a closer shave. And get behind the ears. That's the one good thing. That's one of the great things about safety razors. They're super easy to get a precise cut right in the back of the ears. No messing around. And that's good for the side and part of my back of my head. Let's get started with this part. I kind of do it at an angle. The important thing is to get the entire surface area of the edge of the blade touching the skin, so you get more of a cutting angle on the hairs. So this is something that you'll learn as you go. I can tell you right now, I never usually used to get close shaves with a DE on my head, but since I've started to actually try a little bit more, it works very well. Almost BBS, pretty much BBS. There's always little pesky hairs here and there, but that's regardless of what type of shave I do. So, this side of the head. So I hope everybody else has had a good week. It's almost over. For the American friends over here, Labor Day starts and the end of summer really ends soon. I'm sorry for that. It sucks, I know. For those of you with the kids, at least they'll be going back to school if they haven't started already. And you get a little bit of time to yourself before you go to work. I don't have any kids. I'm getting married soon, but no kids. Maybe in the near future. I don't know. And I'm kind of doing the same thing on the back of my head here. You got to go with feel here in the back of the head. Most of the head, really, because you can't see it. So it really teaches you a lot of technique when you start shaving your head with a DE or any kind of razor, to be honest with you. It's definitely helped me in my face shaves to understand where the blade is and the angles a little bit better for my face as well as my head. You'll know when you got the angle wrong with this, because you either cut yourself or it won't be cutting. Just got to go slow at first, and as you move along, you'll get quicker with it. Honestly, I used to be super slow. Still sort of am. All right. Always this one part, the top back part of my head is very hard to get. I think those hairs are super tough. They don't want to go away. So I usually have to go over it a little bit more. Anyway, that's the first pass. Got most of the hair off. Let me get back to you. I'll lather up and get ready for the second pass on the head. See you in a little bit. All right, lathered up for the second pass. Kind of across and against the grain, really. And then in the back, I usually go up. Sort of against the grain, sort of across the grain, really. See all that? Gone. Now, that's pretty much almost baby smooth. Baby butt smooth right there. All right. Now, I said this before, when you could really tell the slickness of a soap and the quality of a soap when you do a head shave. Because in my opinion, it's not about the cushion on the head, it's more about the slickness of the soap. It may seem slick on your face, but on your head, it may not be as slick as you think it is. And right now, I can tell you right now, this Schapenmelk soap is fantastic on my head. It's super slick, super nourishing of my scalp. I don't feel any pulling of the blade or any tugging. It's almost as if there's no hair there. The blade just goes right through it. And like I said, it's pretty much down to baby butt smooth right now. And like I said, that's seven days worth of growth. Which my hair on my head sort of grows a little bit quicker. Well, the side of my hair, the sides of my head grow a little bit quicker. And the residual slickness on this soap is fantastic as well. But anyway, slickness of soap for head shaves is key. Even when you use a cartridge razor, which I tell you what, if you get a crappy cartridge razor to do your head shave, it's going to be pulling. And you definitely need a good slick soap for using cartridges as well, which is why a lot of the soaps anymore that people take for head shaves aren't really soaps. They're more butters and non-lathering shave creams that people use for their heads. And I'll get into those a little bit later on another head shave. Awesome. Just going right over it, or right through it. Just take your time though. That's how you get the closer shaves on your head. And honestly, that's part of the reason why I don't really get the same satisfaction out of a head shave as I do on a face shave, because it takes way too long to do my head, in my opinion. So I always look for shortcuts. more do this out of necessity than anything. And that feels really nice. All right, that's the second pass. Let me get ready for the third and final cleanup pass. Let me lather up and I'll be right back. All right, lathered up for the third and final pickup pass, really. So I think it's the same expression for your face shaves. If anybody's heard this before, I believe Douglas Smythe from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements always says it. Don't chase the baby smooth. Let the baby smooth come to you, essentially. When you least expect it, you'll get a baby butt smooth shave. Don't go after it, meaning don't overshave. And honestly, it's the same thing for the head. Because it's very easy to overshave, especially when it feels as comfortable as this. And honestly, you'll find you'll get a baby butt smooth shave pretty much every time you shave. Even if you still feel stubble, that hair is still hydrated, which is the whole purpose of the shave soap, is to keep the hair hydrated. It holds the water into it, so you get more of a slickness and the hair softens. And when your head dries out and the hairs dry out, the hair recedes back into your scalp a little bit better. And then, when you feel your head then, or your face, it'll be pretty much baby butt smooth. That stubble that you felt before no longer exists. But I find my head doesn't get as irritated with a shave as my face does. Definitely find that. And once again, you're not pushing down on the blade. It's very light. Very light pass, and ensuring that the blade angle is the same throughout your shave, which is a lot easier said than done, especially when you're going over the curvatures of your head. But you'll find different methods work better for you. And as you go, you'll find the best methods. For your particular scalp. And there it is. Couple little spots here. but I think that's perfect. Anyway, let me get cleaned up, and I'll be back for the post-shave, guys. All right, all cleaned up, and a nice BBS, drama-free head shave with the Karve, and this is the B plate, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that before. It's the only plate I own, and honestly, it's the only plate I need. C plate I hear is very nice, but the B plate is extremely efficient to me. Mileage may vary. So if you're looking for something a little bit mild but yet efficient, and you're looking at the Karves, I highly recommend the B plate. And that's coming from somebody that hasn't tried any of the other ones, but like I said, only plate I own, and it works fantastic for me for head shaves and face shaves. Very smooth daily driver plate. So the soaps today, well, product or post shave, I'm sorry. My post shave, it's just a head shave. I'm not going out later on tonight, so I don't need anything that really smells good. Just something that smells somewhat nice to me and goes away nice and quickly before I go to bed. And that would be, I'm going to use Thayers Coconut Witch Hazel. Really nice coconut smell on this. And I love Thayers Witch Hazel, especially for my post shaves. So put a little bit on my face here. And then on my head. And it's a nice little antiseptic. It helps clear out your pores on your skin, and it doesn't have any burn, which is also nice. I like the burn. I like the burn on my face, but on my head it gets a little rough. But nice antiseptic. If you got any blood or anything, it helps close up your cut and stop it from bleeding a little bit, and it feels good. Anyway, that's it, guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will hopefully see you guys on this weekend. This Labor Day weekend for us is a 3-day weekend, hopefully for me. And for those of you that are in Florida, stay safe. Don't be stupid, guys. Bye. Have a good one.